All right, welcome to my week 2 of working with my computer vision pipeline image comparison for my SnapHunt app. I have adjusted it so that it can take a huge number of photos at once rather than one at a time or two at a time to compare. So I have them all set into groups: image 1 group, image 2 group, image 3, image 4. Each one has a host and then 3 player photos to compare that host to. So this is image 1, here's image 2, here's image 3, all the similar ones. Here's image 4, slightly different. So I had already recorded this video once and there was no sound, so that's fun. But anyway, I'm probably going to be going into less detail this time around just because, yeah. So let's run it and see what happens. It outputs it into the terminal and it also, or into the console, and it also gives you a CSV file of the comparison results and everything like that. So here we go. We'll run it. It's comparing all the images. Now you could read them from in here if you wanted to. It gives you the color similarity, edge similarity, brightness similarity, and then a final score for each image. So this is player 1's image, player 2's image, player 3's image for image 1 group. But anyway, it's easier to see in the CSV file. If we go here, so we got image 1 group. The first one scored really similar, and the second and third one less so. And that is mostly because between the host and the first player image, about the same angle, slightly further away for the player. The sunlight on the trees in the background and the gray and the green, it has all of that in it from both the image and the host. And then player 2, I angled it so it didn't have any of that green. So the color is going to be way off on this one, which it was. And then this one is also wide angle. So there's more stuff over here and more stuff over here. That's probably why it got what it did. Image 2, right here, we're looking at 73 for the first players, and then a 42 and a 42. So almost the same for 2 and 3. And then if we look at image 2, here's the host. This angle, a little bit of shadow here, the pipe in the background, the square thing there, the tubes over here, the edge. And then if we compare that with image 2, almost the same thing. It's got most of the same features. The only difference is the pipe is now over here directly attached to this object, but there's still a shadow, still a curb, still this square electric box, the piping, and the fence in the background. Now this one, way off, doesn't really have the fence in the background. The angle of the curb is off. Everything is different about between this one and the host. And then this one is even further different, but or about the same. It's just in wide angle. So these two are actually fairly similar to each other, which is why they probably got the same similarity. Both 42% similarity. So anyway, image 3 or group 3, all of them in 99s because this was the same exact image. This is what I wanted. This was our control group. And then image 4, we got pretty good scores. So 86, 74, and a 76, and that is the rock. So the lighting is all the same in all of these 4 images. The colors are pretty much identical in most of them. It's got the same gray gravel and then the orange fencing. Player 1 is the most similar just because it is about the same space occupied by the object and the same angle for like the fencing and stuff like that for the edges. Now this one is way off because it's over to the right hand side really far and there's way more fencing on this side. But, it's still got the same colors and the same angles and everything. This one is way too close up. Has less of the gray because there's a lot of brown leaves in there. It's also closer up, so there's more green, less of the orange. So this one got overall So yeah, it still needs maybe some work on the weights, but for what I need right now, this is pretty darn good, I think. And this is probably where I'll end with this part, unless I have more time to tweak them a little bit further if I need to. But I'm going to next work on how to host this script somewhere and call on it from within the app via some API call. But either way, that is what I have for this week. Thank you so much.